Thanks very much, Phil. Let's get into the news headlines now. The Independent Candidates Association says that it accepts the judgment handed down by the Constitutional Court dismissing its joint application with Build 1 SA. The two organisations approached the court earlier this year seeking to have the Electoral Amendment Act declared unconstitutional. They argued that the act restricted the participation of independent candidates in their elections and their representation in the National Assembly compared to political party candidates. Meanwhile, the independent candidates will now only need 1,000 signatures to register to contest next year's election. Limpopo Farm manager Scott-Crossley has started to serve his sentence. The Naphuno Magistrate's court outside Tzaneen gave him an 8-year jail term yesterday. Scott-Crossley will serve 8 years for attempted murder and 2 years for malicious damage to property. The sentences will run concurrently. He was convicted for using his vehicle to run over a farm worker, silence Mabunda, and damaging his cell phone. The incident happened in Hoedspruit in 2016. The court said that Scott-Crossley did not show any remorse during the trial. As the death toll continues to rise in Gaza, there are growing calls for the world not to turn a blind eye on the plight of Palestinians. This emerged at the 5th Global Convention of Solidarity with Palestine in Johannesburg. The gathering coincided with the 10th anniversary of the death of former President Nelson Mandela. Meanwhile, in Gaza, Israeli forces pressed ahead with their air and ground bombardment, even as the United States and the United Nations repeatedly urged them to protect civilians.